Hello, everybody. We are going topless. Yes, that's right. We are bringing the mast down in this episode after arriving to St. Mary's so we can get a new rig to replace the original 33-year-old one on the boat. We pulled it out of the water, and now we're starting all our refit activities to get this vessel cruising ready. Stay with us and watch the ups and downs here in the boatyard as we start the refitting journey. Now let's roll that intro. We have been amazed at the cruising community and how giving they are to total stranger. This is my new buddy, Colonel Dan. After only meeting me on the same dock for a few weeks, he was an amazing help in many ways on the ins and outs of my sailboat, which was new to me. He then gave up his time to help me make the 8-hour sail to St. Mary's from Brunswick so that I could get it there in one piece. Dan, you are a great guy and we thank you so much for all your help. I hope we definitely catch up to you on the ocean out there. Thanks, buddy.
This is me sanding the bottom the first day. I thought I could be Superwoman and sand at least one whole side. That night, oh my god, I couldn't move, my back was killing me, my arms ached, and even my fingers were throbbing. So the next 16 days, I pulled a David Copperfield and disappeared. I kept myself busy with other things.
Figured it would take 6 days to sand the bottom paint off the boat, so we rounded it up to 7 and thought, for sure, that'll be no problem. I mean, everybody else on YouTube makes it look so easy. Oh, how wrong we were. After Mariana pulled her little magician stunt, getting busy elsewhere on the boat, and frankly, I can't say I blame her, I buckled down and tried to bull my way through it. Let me tell you, there is nothing easy about holding that sander while having patience to get the anchor profile right for the paint for the extent of the entire bottom side of the boat. I learned that there are 3 sides to the bottom of a boat: the left side, the right side, and the underside. It almost looks like you're done until you get directly underneath the bottom. Oh my gosh, the backache and shoulder aches were never ending, night after night after night. Much respect to all the people that do this like it's nothing. I'm glad I did it once, but I hope I never have to do it again. What we originally thought we would finish in 7 days took us a total of 16 days until I finished the last patch and was able to say, peace out. Mic drop. Thank you very much. Elvis has left the building. Here is my refrigerator. Thank goodness, because we've been eating out of a little bitty refrigerator like that big. They brought it over with a forklift. Came in a big freaking truck that was never going to make it in here. So now it is the unboxing. We bought the boat knowing that the original refrigeration on the boat no longer worked. After searching high and low on the internet, we found this beautiful Dometic refrigerator through a mega deal online. So after lots of surveying the spot in the back cabin where I was going to stick it, we measured twice and bought once. And after all that, we still ended up with a surprise while getting the fridge into its final resting place. So here is the garage, but what you have here is, this was a lavatory area for this back cabin, and it has some storage underneath also. So what I'm going to do is put a base plate down there. I'm going to take all this out right here. It's coming out. Put the base plate down there for the refrigerator to sit on. I'm still going to use this facing right here to make it look nice and beautiful. So that it looks like it's not too DIY. Let's see how good I can make that look. One of the great things about coming to this boatyard was finding a contractor named Tom. He has taught me many things about how boats are put together and even more importantly, how they should be taken apart. I learned to have patience and never force anything apart. And he was right when he told me that boats of this era were put together like a puzzle, and that with patience and care, anything could be dismantled and unscrewed without ripping them apart and damaging the careful craftsmanship that was used to put them together. The surprise, however, was that the refrigerator, after making it through the companionway as we planned and measured, did not fit through the final cabin doorway, which we forgot to measure. I took the door off the fridge while carefully saving and bagging all the fasteners like Tom told me to, and labeling them for reassembly. Even then, I had to take off some of the components because it was just a tiny bit too fat to make it through. So with no other option left, I had to remove the door jamb, which did destroy the piece since it was glued in, unfortunately. I had no other option. Then I had to sand the bulkhead down so I could get that last 1/32nd of an inch gap to squeeze the fridge into the back compartment. Wow, couldn't believe I got it there. This project had a lot of ups and downs, but Tom, once again, after seeing me try everything, gave me the final push to keep going and make this work. Couldn't have gotten this job done without your guidance, Tom. Big thumbs up.
As Joe sanded and installed the fridge, I decided we needed good hearty meals that could lift our spirits when we were dead tired. But, like everything else on the boat, the kitchen, or galley as it is called, is no different. Everything is more time consuming, and there are many limitations. I think with creativity, many can be bypassed, but it does require to try and try again. I like this recipe because it's very filling, it's simple ingredients, and it's easy to make.
When you get to this yard, you will find out that they have an in-house rigging specialist by the name of John Ramsey of Safe Harbor Rigging. We trusted John to pull the mast and start the replacement of our standing rigging, which was a whopping 33 years old. I could tell that because it was etched on each of the swedges in European date format. Since it was well overdue and we wanted to feel as secure as possible while sailing, today was gonna be the day we would go topless and have that baby pulled down and laid down in the yard to rest for the next few weeks or so at least. The boom had to be removed first, and then they had to go to the work of removing and subsequently securing all the stays. To be able to do all that safely, it takes a significantly sized crane. And it just so happens that Rocky Smith, the guy that owns St. Mary's Boatyard Services, has one. And you can see him here at the controls. While making sure the mast was still supported, Rocky engaged the crane to start the removal process while holding the entire life of my boat in his hands while performing mast removal surgery. The mast was released from the boat, then placed on the ground with an expert's touch. And then, only then, could my heartbeat return to a normal pace once again. Woo! Man, am I glad that's over with. Now that the mast is down, we start all the work of inspecting everything on it and seeing what kinds of surprises are in store for us. Join us in the next episode as we continue the quest to craft our sailboat and get it ready for sailing to the islands or wherever else the wind takes us. Meanwhile, if you could give us a like, that really helps us out. If you want to follow more adventures, hit the subscribe button as that helps even more. And if you have any questions or help you would like to give us, leave a comment below. Until next time, big thanks for watching.